Hey, fuckers. Alright, I'm getting a download. Listen, whoever you are, I feel like you'll know who you are. Because right off the bat, Spirit's telling me that you've been scrolling through TikTok looking at collectives. And I'll tell you why. Because you're lost. You're lost. Nothing is making sense. You're trying to piece different collective readings into one message. And what's happening is you're missing the boat. You're missing the boat, and I'll tell you why. Because you're skeptical. And you don't believe what you're watching. So you keep on watching. Maybe something is going to be like, something's going to hit. Maybe something's going to be 100% spot on. Well, this is your reading, baby. Because it's going to be 100% verbatim. Spot on. As what I'm telling you is what you're going right now. This is your face. So listen to what I got to tell you, okay? First of all, you need to lighten up. This whole grumpiness, rigid, attitude, skeptical, negative thing you got going on, you need to wipe that out. I know it's easier said than done, but you got to. This whole, well, I'll believe it when I see it kind of shit, that's got to stop. Because I'll believe it when I see it is not having faith in the spiritual messages to you. At all. That's complete skepticism. Non-belief, period. And let me tell you something, that's negativity. You put negativity out in the world, that's what comes back. And that's what only comes back. You're not ready to receive the messages. But Spirit specifically wanted me to convey this message right now, at this moment, to TikTok. Because you're on it, and you see me. That's why. I don't know why you're being so hard on yourself, honestly. Because truth be told, you handle life like a fucking SEAL, a Navy SEAL. You run your ship tight. Everything is where it's supposed to be and how it's supposed to go and blah, blah, blah. But you're lost emotionally, okay? I feel like you know that you need help from the divine, and I feel like you're asking for help, but when you get the help, you don't believe that it's going to help you. You don't believe it to be true or real. It's real, baby. It's real. I can promise you all day, all night that it is. But the only person that can change your attitude is you. And let me tell you something, okay? Celebration comes with hard work, comes with positivity, optimism, splendor of other people. And let me tell you, people who don't really care for negativity or pessimism or skepticism are not going to be around you, because negativity is infectious. So you might find yourself alone a lot. And if that's the case, it's because nobody wants to be around a negative ninny. That's right, I said it. I tell you the truth even if you don't want to hear it, boo-boo. It's time for you to rediscover yourself, because I know that you're not negative. Not deep down. Not in your heart. You just had some bad shit happen to you in life. And it made you hard. Okay? It made you tough. Tough skin. That's you always waiting for that axe to fall. You know why? Because you have no faith that it won't fall. You have no faith that your angels are going to protect you from it, from falling on your head. Right now, you're about here. You need to rediscover yourself. You need to get back and focus of who you are inside. And remember, that little girl inside, that innocent, naive, but at the same time, someone who believed. So you're saying I'm naive if I believe in spirits? No. You need to have faith. As much faith as a child would when it comes to spirituality, when it comes to spiritual advice and guidance and messages, signs and synchronicities. Quit going, whatever. I'll believe when I see it. Because you're never going to see it that way. You need to focus on the good in your life, not the negative. Period. That focus on negativity and pessimism is so infectious. It's like a disease. And you'll find yourself alone a lot. Okay? Remember, breathe. Let things go. There's no need to feel bad. There's no need to feel guilty, even though you do a lot. But you don't need to feel that way. You just need to be happy, positive, optimistic, and ready for the next step in life. What's next? Look at there. Spiritual wisdom given to you directly right here on this TikTok collective. I can't make this shit up. 4 of Pentacles. That's you taking charge of this negativity. You not holding on to it, but at the same time being in control of it, right? The Fool reversed. Look at there. Sometimes you got to be a little on the innocent, naive kind of way, right? But you, no boo-boo. You take precaution. You're caught, you're like, I'm gonna do it, but, meaning you're seeking out spiritual guidance by watching this collective, but you're proceeding with caution. You feel like the naivety is foolish, but it's really not. You need to change your way of thinking because it's not foolish. Look at there, the Queen of Wands. Like I said, when it comes to life, you got this, all right? You know how to be successful. You know how to be popular. You know how to be a friend and a confidant and an acquaintance and all those things. It's fun to be around. You know how to do all that. Like, you got this. You got the creativity. You got the tits, the tenacity. I meant, you might have tits. Tits might be, so you might be a chick with tits. I don't know. But you got serious guts is what I meant to say. Like, you got it. You got a drive. You got the will. You got the determination. You got the creativity. Like I said, you run your ship. Like, you got this whole thing, life, down pat. I can't make this shit up. 5 of Pentacles reversed. Yeah. This is where you're lonely. You feel like you're left out in the cold. You're a non-believer. You feel at a loss. You feel like you're very impoverished with you're alone. You're not alone. You're not alone. You're just making yourself think that. And I guarantee you, if your attitude changes and you move on from this with the Chariot, things will change in your life drastically. Okay? And you start focusing on the good in life, things will change. And you will move forward. So breathe and let this shit go. There's the 5 of Swords reversed. Put that sword down, okay? Put that sword down. Be truthful. Be vulnerable. Be truthful with yourself. Be vulnerable. Be optimistic. Be open. Open your mind. Open your heart. And let's work this out, okay? I love you. I hope this helps.